Welcome to another edition of Great Health, Abundant Happiness, and Outrageous Love. Mwah. First day of a new year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to
Yeah.
everyone.
Yes.
It is, it's always so exciting, New Year's, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Although the video is about really every day should be so exciting.
That's right.
You know, last night we were watching some kind of crappy TV shows around the, I don't know if they're recaps of the year, whatever you want to call them. We were kind of scanning around. But the interesting thing is there were all these different people coming on talking about how great it is to get rid of the old year and go into the new. Like, something was going to magically happen in one day. But the thing that I took away that I really wanted to share here, and I've been working a few things with some friends this morning after wishing them a great new year. This past year was a great year. I mean, there's so many great things that happened. Obviously, there's things you can talk about and issues, like anything else on the planet.
But don't you think every year has things that we can talk about and issues that people would rather not repeat every year, right?
Of course they do. And some more than others, I get it. But the point is, everybody that spoke last night, they were talking about how great it is to get out of that year and can't wait to get rid of it, can't wait to throw it in the garbage, start over. I think it's very bad for the psyche because what do you think today looks like as opposed to yesterday? I mean, it's a fresh new day, it's a gorgeous day, and we kind of look at it every day that way. But for those that are all negative and all at low vibes and they have a real problem with everything that went on last year, guess what? Today feels the same for them. Those things are still there. Tomorrow, those things will still be there. The next day, February, March. So there's some of that stuff still lingering. If you're pulling yourself down that low vibrational talk path, be impeccable with your words. It's not going to change with the blink of an eye or flip of a day or flip of a year. So I guess that's what I wanted to talk about. It saddens me because I see so many people putting so much negativity on what we just came out of, and oh, by the way, we aren't really out of it. So I really worry about them and what they're thinking about today or tomorrow or next month.
Well, right, and by we aren't really out of it, what you're saying is that they're not out of it because today is just really, it's no different than yesterday. So does it mean because 2020 ended that all of a sudden their life is completely different as of midnight last night, now that it's 2021? I think for those people who are stuck in that negative vibrational, energy and frequency, the flip of a calendar day is not going to change it for them. It had to have been a continuation of a positive, energetic mindset, which I think, the people that you're talking about are currently not experiencing that higher vibration.
Yeah, and I'm hoping, because there are a lot of, I guess, quasi-famous people, half of them, I don't even know who they are, that came on, but maybe it was kind of hip and cool to, trash where we just came from and, how bad it was. Because we could go on. We had plenty of challenges, but we've done videos on this, and we've taken great things from each one of them. Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about this.
But we've had challenges, throughout our entire life. I mean, we lost one of Jeffrey's brothers in 2012. Does that make 2012 a bad year? Absolutely not, because you know what? We had him for the first 3 months of 2012. That's what we want to remember. All of the good things about every year that goes by, no matter what you have a choice. You can focus in life on the low vibrational, negative energetic, painful, sad, terrible things that are happening, right? Because they're there too. Or you can choose, and it's a choice. You can choose to focus on, all of the incredible things that happen. So, funny story, we were talking about this with some family members, and our niece sent a text. We have a big family text, and we were saying how sad it is that people are looking at 2020 as, this year. Let's get rid of this year and forget about it. And, we don't feel that way. And she said, well, I don't either. She said, I got married to the man of my dreams in 2020, and I got pregnant, and I'm carrying this, baby in 2020, and it was so beautiful. And so everybody was piling on about all of the beautiful things. And Jeffrey and I laugh, at the beginning of the year, we talked about, maybe we'll go down from 2 Jeeps to 1. We really don't need to have 2 cars. We're always together. And, it seems like such a waste, of space on the planet to have 2 vehicles when we really only use 1. And, we started to, I guess, unconsciously manifest that, because what happened at the very beginning of January for us was the Jeep rollover, and you can look for that in the video. And when it happened, it didn't immediately click like, oh, well, this is the universe manifesting, our dreams of having just 1 car instead of 2, right?
Yeah.
And not only that, I look at it as we got this gift of an experience of this rollover. Jeffrey and I still talk about it, that we walked away from what could have been something really tragic, and we could still look at it like, oh my gosh, we had the rollover. Instead, we're like, oh my gosh, we were gifted this experience of this rollover where we felt so protected by the world.
And Karen's saying this rollover, if you didn't see the video, this isn't like we were out 4-wheeling and we got next to a tree and it just tipped over. We were going full speed on the highway, black ice, hit a snowbank, flipped and slid for a long way upside down. So it was a pretty substantial wreck, but we walked away without a scratch. So we feel blessed, and it was really a positive. That I can tell you right away, I felt like it was a positive experience. But that's just one of the many examples of you could complain and bitch about that. Instead, we look at that as a real positive. Right. And it was we kind of joked about, we manifested going to 1 car, which is be careful. Again, be impeccable with your words. Our words are very powerful. But that being said, I wanted to get your thoughts about this, because it was just one person after another last night. I actually had to turn off the TV. I was kind of waiting to see the ball drop, but I couldn't put up with it anymore, because it's just the negativity, the people just dragging one another down. What I worry about is a lot of people out there that are having a tough time in their brain. They can't really think about the positives for whatever reason. They can't flip that switch to focus on the positives. They want to be stuck in the negatives. It's not just going to happen overnight. I just worry about people in that mode. And for those of you out there that get this, please, give this a thumbs up and comment, and, get your thoughts here. But please help those around you when you hear people saying this. I mean, I do have friends or family members that I hear them saying this. I catch them. I don't, reprimand them or give them a hard time. I'm like, hey, there was a lot of greatness here too. But by the way, they want to talk about businesses failing. Some businesses fail, but guess what? Many of them took off like rocket ships. For everything you can say, there's a bad here, I'm going to say there's a huge win here. Right. And it depends on what you focus on. It's like anything else in life, and that's what gives you your vibrational energy. Mm-hmm. You're either at a high vibe and attracting more of it, or you're a low vibe and attracting more of that. Right. I mean, it's all a choice, and that's the part I want to talk about today, because again, it was just bothering me last night, and I woke up this morning thinking about it. Yeah. I watched a couple of videos where people were talking about it. And some people magically, I think, from other words, they magically think when the year clicks over, boom, we're all of a sudden in this new world. Right.
When you tear that calendar page off, now, everything in your life is changed and different. Not to say that it can't change and be different. Of
course it can.
Because, what Jeffrey and I believe is that every new day is a brand new opportunity to rewrite your story, right? But what the concern is that in watching up until midnight, people talking about this negativity, this is what we are, if we're watching it, and we ended up turning it off, but for those who continue to watch it or who are watching the news, you're feeding your brain, you're feeding your energetic source with this negative information, which takes your vibrational energy down, and it's a very unhealthy and dangerous place to be, and it's not going to help you change your vibrational energy from yesterday to today.
Yeah, and when Karen says dangerous, it could be dangerous all the way to life-threatening, but it's just dangerous too, and just, our lives are short. It's like, dangerous, like you're cutting yourself off from all the opportunities. We always say, opportunities flow to us like a river. you're putting dams up in front of you in that river, and you're blocking those opportunities every time you have these mentalities. So it's trying to get your head around that, and I think it's real important. It really is. Was there anything else you want to talk about on this subject?
I just think that, even, you were talking about businesses that failed and businesses that, really exploded in a positive way. A lot of people lost jobs, and, I know that many of those people that lost jobs already have new jobs. Some people have actually changed careers, and it's been life altering in the most incredible way for them. And we've talked to some people that said, well, I never would have done this. I mean, this was right. It was almost like I was forced to do it, but they accepted the universe's guidance of, you know what, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, and this new adventure is a whole new opportunity to learn something new and be a part of the universe in a different way and give back. And I know a lot of stories like that. So, we can focus on those that are still unemployed, and be sad. And I do feel bad for those people, but every single person, even those people, and we have a lot of good friends in Costa Rica who lost their jobs because the tourism literally shut down. We have a lot of friends who were at the Hyatt Andaz, which shut down for 7 months, and these are people that had wonderful jobs that lost them completely. But what astounds me is that when I talk to them, and they talk about the tough times, they're so positive and happy, and this energy that they have, they're going to be okay because they really understand and believe that the best is yet to come.
Well, the point to all of this is you're going to be okay no matter what.
Right.
If you choose to be. That's the point.
That's
right? So it's all about a mindset. So if you guys have any other ideas about this, you want to pile on down below, or you want to talk about this, or even if you're having trouble with this and say, hey guys, I get what you're saying, but I have this issue. Yeah. Can you help me? Ping us. Right. We can talk about this online. Again, we're not doctors, but as you guys know that watch our channel, we're trying to help people live their best lives.
Yeah.
And this is just one piece of that. This is one pillar of living your best life that we would love to help with if you want to talk about it. And
we've experienced things that bring people down, but we have a choice to 1 year we had a miscarriage, and then we got pregnant again with the child that we had, all in the same year. You can focus on whatever it is that you want to focus on. And sometimes what's important to understand is when we had that miscarriage, we didn't know that we were going to get pregnant again so soon after. But you have to trust, and not only trust, you have to believe and see that your future holds all of the magnificence that is here to experience on earth, because this is a short life. Yep. And so don't get stuck in the negatives of, or the sadness of what's going on. Understand that that's a part of the journey, and that the best is yet to come. That's the way the universe works. The universe wants us to be here and be happy and experience happiness.
Yep. And so I'm going to wrap this up because I'm looking at a bluebird sky day out there. It's gorgeous, and it's a beautiful sunny day. We're going to go out and bang a few runs on the ski slope. So I am going to wrap this.
Okay.
So
wishing, cheers.
Oh,
wishing
thanks.
you, I love these new mugs. Wishing you great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love from the Nesta Copper Mountain.
See you guys on the slopes.